Hello, I'm Natasha Venter, and it seems like I am trying to figure out how to do many things. Well, we are all going through something. I'm a medium, intuitive, personal who helps people work through things. So I call myself a medium, intuitive, personal awareness coach. And I want to welcome you to my first live. This is something that we are all working through, is something that is kind of blocking us from moving forward. And as I'm tutoring through my mind and my mouth and getting all caught up, it's interesting how that is part of my epiphany this morning. So, with this, that I live my life through experiences. And as we live ourselves through our experiences, we find out things. Well, I had an epiphany. And yes, it's something that I already knew. But like all epiphanies, we get our knowings that come around and come around and come around again. And as we're working through things and as we're managing through things, our mind gets all boggled up, like how I first started this video. Trying to do Zoom, trying to go live on YouTube for the first time and managing all that is, it seems like we get caught up in our minds. We want to go somewhere. We want to do something, wondering where life is going to take us. What are we going to manage? How are we going to manage this? How are we going to negotiate through a lot of this? I'm going to change my camera a little bit. We all are going through something that is driving us to think of the future. Well, you know what I did this morning? I put an intention. I put the intention that I was going to be in the now. What was I going to work on now? Well, I work in many realms. I connect with the star people. I connect with fairies. I work with the angels. I work with feng shui. I work with a lot of different energies in my knowings. And with that, I get downloads quite a bit. Well, when we're getting through things and we're navigating through much, we kind of get caught up in, like I said before, our minds. Well, my mind wanted to say, let's look at this differently. So what I did was I just started being. What am I doing right now? Well, I'm laying in bed thinking about, what do I want to do? Do I want to be a professional speaker? How do I want to come out and let people know about me more? How do I do my work that I've been doing my whole life, now getting out there more and so that people can see me and be with me and me helping you walk through your cobbles and bubbles and all those things that confruggles that bother you. Well, as I was looking at this, I was noticing, what am I doing right now? Well, I'm gonna practice being in the moment that I am right now. Right now, I'm in the moment of where I'm at. So that means I got to get out of bed, do my duties. Oh, wait a minute. I'm noticing that there's some sweatpants that I meant to put in the drawer that I didn't. Oh, wait a minute. That's in my knowledge corner. Well, my knowledge corner, my mind has been boggled with so much. Well, let me put those away. Oh, and look, my necklaces, I can put those away a little bit too. Things that took me 2 to 3 seconds to do, I'm feeling like, wait a minute, my mind is getting freer. Oh, my energy is getting pulled to something else I need to put away. 2 minutes later, that was put away. And I'm feeling more solid in myself. Okay, so then as I grab my things to come downstairs, oh, I noticed, wait a minute, my phone needed charging. Well, my charger's up here. Oh, I'll grab that too. So me being in the moment God gave me a chance to look at what life was trying to show me that I needed to do, which was actually helping me in my future. So as I'm doing this and I'm managing this, the idea of coming on live to YouTube popped in, which meant, okay, wait a minute. I had a session because I do this professionally, that I had a session at 11 o'clock and I knew that I needed to get prepared for that. So I knew that I was going to do this. Well, it was 10 o'clock. Do I have time? No. In the moment that I'm in right now, I need to get ready for my session. Well, as I did that and I got ready and I managed and working through things, well, now as I'm looking around and noticing what's happening, there's a little gnat that is flying in front of me. Funny thing is, though, with me working with the fairy kingdom, I work with flies. Sounds weird, I know, but hey, I'm kind of one of those weird ones. That the fly represents that it goes where it wants to, it manages, it likes to be out in nature. It also is really good at picking up and cleaning up the world. It sets its larvae where it needs to go to eat up those things. So, in a way, flies to me kind of have a small brain personality, but there's something to them that is magical when they come in. It's kind of funny because they kind of listen to me too. But it flew in front of me, distracting me. So, what is my video about? Letting life distract us. We get distracted on our future. What are we going to do? We get distracted on what our past and what aches and pains we've had. We get distracted on so much except for what we're being right here. And I've always known to be in the moment, be here. But yet when I practiced it, when I managed it, when I lived it, when I observed it, I really noticed that things really were working for me. So trust that when you try to be, practicing it helps us do better. And we may find those little gems in front of us, kind of like the rock that's in front of us when we're walking down the street that we put in our pocket and it helps us ground. Or we notice the fly or the butterfly flying around us as we're walking, knowing that we're transforming into something. So trust that as we're walking through things and we're managing through things, that yes, as we're being here, we can actually get ideas for our future. Kind of like me going live on YouTube, which I've been meaning to do, and I just haven't done it. So with that be here now, notice what's in front of you, but know that can lead you to the next step in your future. This is Natasha Venter at angelicclarifications.com. And if you look, I'm getting ready to teach some classes on the new moon. And I'm also ready to set up classes for helping working through your intuitive gifts and also the shadow effect, which we are actually going through many planets that are shifting and asking us to work through some of those things that our mind is sitting in our past, those things that keep coming up in our past. So with that, trust that as we're working on things and you're doing things, you do have help of the angels. You do have help of the fairy kingdoms and the beings around you. And know that you are loved. This is Tasha Venter at angelicclarifications.com.